All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Don't wait, I'm Tyler. I wanted this video to go over my 3-month blood work, but there's a lot of things on it, and to keep this video a little shorter, I wanted to just go over the parameters that were high or really close to high. So before we go any further, I wanted to have a quick disclaimer. Any information that I provide in this video is all from medical use TRT. I'm not promoting the use of testosterone or any other illegal substance if you don't need it medically. So let's jump right into it. Like I said in my last video, I got my 3-month blood work done. I'm at like 4.5 months now or something like that. So I wanted to dive into the blood work and, like I said, what was high on it. The first thing, which was going to be an obvious thing, was my red blood cell count was up. This happens when you take testosterone exogenously. Because of this, I am planning at my 6-month mark to go donate blood to get rid of a lot of that. That way your blood doesn't stay thick and your body can produce new blood cells. That was at 5.73. That was in a scale or a measurement range of 4.14 to 5.80. And that is UL, which comes out to microliter, my assumption. I looked that up. But yeah, that was high. That's always going to happen. And you're going to see in the rest of my blood work, the things that are high for the most part are a result of your RBC being high from testosterone. My next thing that was high was my hemoglobin, which this is also known as HGB, and it carries oxygen from the lungs in your blood to the rest of your body. This was at 17.8 out of a scale of 13.0 grams per deciliter. I think so, through 17.7 grams per deciliter. So again, this was high. I was at 17.8. The high on their range is 17.7. I was barely over. That was going to be an obvious thing as well. If your RBC is high, that's going to be high. The next thing was the hematocrit, and it is very similar to the HGB. That was at 51.7%. The scale on that is 37.5% through 51%. So I was at 51.7. Again, barely over, but it was high. That's gonna happen. The next thing that was high on my blood work was the bilirubin. I hope I pronounced that right. And that is a yellowish byproduct substance in your blood that forms after your red blood cells break down. So again, because I have even more higher red blood cells, you know, the bilirubin is going to go up as well, because that's more of it that's getting broken down. And that was at 1.4. The range is milligram per deciliter, and the range was 0.0 to 1.2. I was at 1.4. Again, more red blood cells, more of the bilirubin. So again, for all 4 of those things, my understanding from research, again, like I always say, is that donating blood every 6 months, give or take, can help with that, because you don't want your blood to be thick. Obviously, you know, then it can't move around your body, move oxygen as efficiently as it should. So about every 6 months, from my research, is you want to donate blood to get rid of a lot of that thickness, but also to allow your body to reproduce new blood cells that are going to be new and healthy. So that's what I'll be doing at my 6-month mark. Now, like I said in my last video, my testosterone serum level was at 1253 nanogram per deciliter. Again, that's high. I mean, I started out at 4 something, low 4s. I can't remember again. I don't have my old blood work on me right now, but yeah, 1253 is high. I wasn't feeling well at that, to be honest with you, like I said in the last video. But that range was 264 nanogram per deciliter to 916 nanogram per deciliter. So yeah, we're gonna be dialing, like I said, I dialed my dosage back to 150 a week. We'll see where that is once I'm finished and at the 6-month mark, and maybe adjust it from there. And the last thing, and this is where I think, at least for me, it's not all physical things. You know, I did get a little acne and stuff like that, but no gyno, nothing like that so far. But this, I think, has been from this level being up, this has been like a weird emotional, mental thing that I've been going through, that I've been, again, trying to knock back with Remedex. But this next one and this last one is my estradiol, or my estrogen level. That was at 36.8 picogram per milliliter, I believe. And the range on this specific blood test that this lab used was 8.0 to 35.0. So I was at 36.8, so I was definitely high on that. Also, keep in mind, like I said in my last video, I wasn't taking any estrogen blocker. I wasn't taking the Remedex for the first 3 months because I didn't want to crash my estrogen level on accident by taking that right off the bat. I didn't have blood work. I just started doing the testosterone, so I wanted to let the first 3 months go by to see where my estrogen level was on this blood test. And obviously it was high. So since then, since I got this blood work done, I've been taking a Remedex, 0.5 milligram with every shot, which is twice a week. So trying to bring that estrogen level back down. It's kind of wild how much that has affected me. I also, again, being transparent, I was going through a lot those months personally with other crap in my life. So that obviously could have taken an effect in it. But again, the reason why I realized that something in the negative aspect was going on in the first place was because, I typically I do have a lot of stress always in my life, but I'm typically able to handle that and maintain it and go about it in a healthy way. But those couple of months, I think, from just the normal stresses and crap that I go through, but then having this spike of estrogen that was extremely high, made it really difficult for me. So yeah, like I said, I am trying to dial that back down as well. When I do get my 6 month, I believe, or 9 month blood work again, I will post that. Maybe go into a little bit more depth over the whole thing, but it's a lot that they check. I just wanted to go over what was high. Maybe Derek from More Plates, More Dates, or Greg Doucette could chime in at some point on my channel and go over what I've provided, at least on the high end of my first 3 months of TRT blood work, and give me their opinion. That would be great. But yeah, thanks for watching this quick video. I appreciate it. If you can, please hit subscribe. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I appreciate it. Later, guys.